Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible now. Okay, so as I am able to see the comments, that means I'm audible. So I'll start again. As I think most of you would be knowing that yesterday or day before yesterday, Akash Jadhav sir he announced the tentative dates of RBI Grade B, and 2nd of July is the date which is saying that prelims will be conducted and mains will be conducted on 30th of July, I think. So I'm not saying that whatever he is saying is totally correct, but the thing is, we should be prepared by that date if the exam is conducted on that date. So, what should be the strategy if we are targeting 2nd of July? So, on this, I'll be talking today. That will be the topic of today's discussion. Okay, so roughly we have 70 days till 2nd of July, and if you have a good, or I'll say average command over QRE, so quant, reasoning, and English, then you can manage your GA wala portion in last say like in last 10 to 15 days. You can totally devote to phase 1 only, and in that way you'll be able to manage somehow. But if your QRE isn't that good, you have to prepare for at least 40 days. Quant, reasoning, and English, at least 40 days are required to prepare for quant, reasoning, and English if you are not comfortable with these subjects. Uh, I will suggest, like many people are asking that what kind of questions we should practice for QRE. The thing is, uh, okay, the thing is, year by year, IBPS is enhancing. No, it has increased the level of quant, reasoning, and English, especially quant. So I'll suggest that you guys, most of you, if you'll be mm, practicing cat level questions, okay, any like it can be any source. It can be time is a very good coaching institute for cat exam. So if you have a question series of time, or any other coaching institute, or even if you search on Google, you'll get some questions of cat level. So I'll suggest that you practice cat level questions for quant, reasoning, and English. Second thing, these things I have written on this. If you are able to see on screen, these are the things one should be covering. We don't have that much of a very vast syllabus if we talk about RBI Grade B, but whatever is there, we have to focus on that itself, and we should have a very good command on our syllabus. So, quant, reasoning, English is there, current affairs is there, schemes is there, descriptive portion is there, static, and English. So these are most of the things. These are the things which should be covered, and if you'll see, only six things are there if we count. So as I've already told about QRE, and someone has asked here to define average command on QRE. Okay, so with from average command, I mean, if you are already preparing for SBI PO from last 7 months, from last 1 year, so you are already there in that zone, and you know how the level of questions can vary. That means you have average command over QRE. If you are a fresher and you don't know anything about QRE, if you are going to like appear for the first time, okay, so I'll suggest that you should not take any kind of chance, because QRE is a risky affair if you don't have that much of experience in this field. If you haven't appeared last year, you don't know the level of exam. In these cases, you should be prepared totally. If you have appeared last year, you would be knowing the level of exam, and it will be easier for you. Okay. Uh, SBI PO mains level questions. Yeah, if you practice SBI PO mains level questions a lot, you will be able to clear QRE cutoff. But I'm again saying, as the IBPS is increasing the level of exam year by year, so we don't know to what level they are taking this to what level they are taking this year. So in that case, I'll suggest again that please practice cat level questions. If you are not comfortable with QRE, don't directly just jump to cat level questions. You have to start from the base itself. Okay. Uh, Now let us. Okay, sir, do you suggest to skip puzzle in reasoning and manage marks from other sections? Okay, it's up to you, because now QRE has become more of a smart work, and like I am telling my experience, I appeared in 2018. I didn't even solve a single puzzle for reasoning. I got 32 marks. In 2019, I solved all the puzzles and I again got 32 marks. So the thing is, uh, if you are very strong in some areas, say if you are very strong in puzzles, go for puzzles. If you are not at all good with puzzles, just leave puzzles and try puzzles only in case if you are not able to solve anything else. So simple thing and very simple strategy is to play on your strengths. Same is the case with quants. I am very comfortable with data interpretation, so I simply go to data interpretation directly. I don't solve any other question. Firstly, I'll solve data interpretation. After that, only I'll be jumping to any other section. So, okay, IBPS PO mains level. I'll again suggest go for SBI PO mains or go for CAT level questions. Especially quants, reasoning and English you will be able to manage with IBPS PO mains level also. But quants and reasoning, they have increased the level to a very high extent. And one more thing we don't know. This year you might get very easy questions as well, because 2 or 3 years ago the cutoff was 122. Actually the unpredictability is very high, so we should be prepared for both type of situations. If the exam is very hard, we will be knowing after just reading the questions, and the same goes with the if exam will be easy, we have to solve as much as possible. Okay, so Agnik. Okay, Nikhil. Nikhil is saying, if a person has already cleared IBPS PO last year and written last RBI Grade B mains, then what should be his strategy? Okay, I'll be coming to that part also. If you have already written RBI Grade B mains last year, that means you are comfortable with quant reasoning and English. So you can simply start preparing for current affairs. So Agnik is saying, Okay, I missed all pre this year by a few margin, be it RRB, PO, clerk, SBI clerk. Should I go for CAT level questions now, or first I'll practice directly from PO pre and mains level mocks? Okay, in that case, you should go for PO mains level questions first. And if you after say 10, 12, 15 days, you feel much comfortable with those questions, then you should jump to CAT, else there is no need to jump. Okay. I'll be coming to Pressy and English section as well. Okay, I am not, I won't be suggesting anything. I am again saying that you go for CAT level questions. I can't suggest a specific source. So you have to go through, you have to research a bit. Arun Sharma is there for CAT level questions. So such kind of books you can refer. Should we first see all the questions? No, we should not see all the questions. If simply scrolling through the questions, if you are like, I am good with data interpretation, so I'll simply jump to data interpretation. I won't be reading other questions there. So that should be the approach. Okay, phase two preparation. I'll be telling these things in due course today itself. Government schemes, okay. I'll talk about this also. CA and all, everything I'll be telling. Study, okay, schemes, this and that. I'll be covering that portion as well. Okay, so QR is done. Second thing is current affairs. I'll be telling from where to read these. Then schemes, descriptive, static, and English. Now, what I'll be sharing is a again 50 days rough plan. You can plan according to your comfort. You can prepare. Uh, so I'll be sharing this. There is some issue. Okay, so here it is. I think it is visible. If it is not, I'll zoom in. So this is a model schedule. So this schedule will start from 19th of April and it will go till 5th of June. And I am assuming that after 5th of June, everyone will be preparing for phase 1 only. Okay. I'll be sharing this schedule on the channel also. Okay. So no need to worry if you are not able to see this, but I'll explain what's written there. So the thing is, I have divided it in 3 to 4 parts. QRE, it is totally, it varies from person to person. So I am not telling that whether you should uh, solve QRE questions from today itself. It depends totally on your comfort. If you don't know where do you stand, simply you can attempt some mock, maybe practice mock, olive board, or any other mock, and you will come to know that where do you stand, and accordingly you can prepare. So for QRE, other than that, we have some other sections. Current affairs, like current affairs in 2 parts. Current affairs first is like from December, January, February, the old current affair, whereas the second is daily current affair, the current things. 17th of April it is today, so what happened today, we should make our notes on this. Then comes descriptive and English. And descriptive and static, I am combining these sections. Okay, so many of you are not able to see this document. So before explaining, I am just sharing this on the channel. So you can simply download it from there and you can check it simultaneously. Okay, so it's already posted on the channel, so there won't be much issue if you are not able to, the video quality isn't that good. In that case, you can simply go to the channel, you can download this schedule and we can discuss it. Okay, so AC here is Affairs Cloud and BS is Business Standard. Okay, uh, yeah, so from 19th of April, okay, this thing will start. I am assuming that an average person will take 3 days, at least 3 days, to read Affairs Cloud of December. That is my assumption. and with that assumption, I have kept 3 days for 1 month's affairs cloud first read. I am telling. Then comes, okay, and from where you have to read this affairs cloud plus business standard if you have made any notes, because from I think I am sharing from August, I am sharing daily business standard important articles and daily PIB important links. So if you have been following this and if you have made your own notes out of these articles and links, then nothing can be better than that. But there is no need to go like December. Starting from December, it's okay. If exam is in July, so 8 months it will cover phase two. So I won't suggest going to November, October, or starting reading from August. So simply taking this thing from December, if you'll start Affairs Cloud, BS, Business Standard, and PIB links. Okay, AC Pocket PDF. I'm not talking about this. I'm totally talking about Affairs Cloud Study PDF, and you have to study it selectively. And if you are preparing AC notes daily, then nothing can be better than that. But there's only one condition, that if you are making affairs cloud notes daily, you should have noted down all important points. In that case, you can simply revise your notes and that would be enough. Okay. Now, 3 days it will take for December first reading. Okay, because after first read, you can simply you should know that you won't be able to retain 80% of things. You will only be able to retain 10 to 20% of data, and 80% of data will go over your head. Okay. uh, I'll be coming to revision part also. 19th, 20th, and 21st of April, December, Affairs Cloud, Business Standard, and PIB, one should study. Followed by next 3 days should be donated to January, then next to February, and next 3 days to March. Again, the same sources: Affairs Cloud, Business Standard, and PIB. And I'm talking about Affairs Cloud Study PDF, Affairs Cloud Monthly Study PDF only. Other than that, you have to make daily notes of Business Standard and PIB. It can be from anywhere. If you read newspaper on daily basis, well and good. And if not, then you can simply follow my channel. There I from my point of view, whatever I find important, I share there, so you can make notes from those articles also. PIB links also I am sharing there. Yes, Shalini, it is possible to clear this exam if you start studying from today. Okay, so this is the thing. Descriptive in English, it will go simultaneously. We'll talk about it later. First of all, we'll be talking about current affairs only, daily current affairs, as well as this old current affairs thing. So moving forward, once you are done with December, January, February, March, 3 days each, for every month 3 days. So after 12 days, you will be over. You will be done with one. Okay, business standard can be substituted by live mint, live mint. It is up to you. Any finance newspaper will do. Okay, in 12 days you will be able to complete 4 months of current affairs. First reading I am talking about, and do not think that after reading for only once, if you are going through Affairs Cloud Study PDF, it is too bulky. It is there, but with revisions, no, it will become easy. Okay, now next 4 days, 1st May, 2nd May, 3rd and 4th May, these are totally focused on revising December, January, February, March, each 1 month. Now I'll ask you how to study Affairs Cloud. No, for that also I have posted a very big yarn on the channel. Please go through that because it will help you for sure. When you are reading for first time, try to underline whatever you find important. Okay, first read is not about retaining. Okay, it's about selecting what to study and what not to study with some retention. That is why it takes more time, because you have to segregate the material. So that is why 3 days. Once you are done with that segregation part, and you are like heading towards first revision, 1st May to 4th May, December, January, February, March, it won't take that much of time, because that 400 pager PDF would have been reduced to some 150 or 170 pages. So it won't take that much of time. So after first revision, 5th, 6th, and 7th May, this is again focused towards Affairs Cloud, Business Standard, and PIB of April month, because it's the we have already in the month of May, when we are completing this first revision till March. So we will be moving forward with April ka current affairs cloud, business standard, and PIB on 5th, 6th, and 7th of April. Now, again, I am telling, because retention is the most difficult part, and we have to read again and again. So, from 8th till 12th, now 5 days: 8th May, 9th May, 10th May, 11th May, and 12th May. These 5 days are focused on second revision of current affair for December, January, February, March, and first revision for the month of April. Because now 2 revisions have been completed for December, January, February, and March. 2 revisions means first reading plus first revision plus third revision. That means in total 3 readings, and you have revised twice. So that is done till 12th of May. Now let us move towards the schemes. From 13th May to 14th May, these 2 days are solely given to the schemes of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. I'll request you to go through all the schemes of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment thoroughly, word by word, because this is the most important ministry from like RBI's point of view, and they used to ask questions from this ministry for sure. And I won't be saying that you only go through the schemes of this ministry, but also go through the schemes of the autonomous bodies of this ministry. Like National Trust is one of the autonomous bodies under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and there are 10-12 schemes like Gharonda, Disha, Niramaya of that trust. So you should also go through the schemes of that trust. Plus, there is one more, I think, Rehabilitation Council of India. That's one, the other body under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So you should also go through like how with this body is like formed, under which act, in which year, and what all are the schemes which are being implemented by these bodies which are under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Because this is the most important ministry, I'm solely giving 2 days to this ministry, and next 5 days are there for the schemes, flagship schemes of all other ministries. Now, if you will be searching Gyan on ministry, schemes, you will come like you will be scrolling up and down. You will see a post on the channel where I have specifically mentioned, I think 8 to 10 ministries, and those 8 to 10 ministries should like the flagship schemes of those 8 to 10 ministries should be done, should be completed thoroughly in these 5 days. And other than that, you can if you are asking about source, I'll suggest that you go through the website itself for Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. And for all other those 8-10 ministries, you can follow any compilation. May it be, can it be like It can be Vision IAS, it can be EduTap, it can be Crack Grade B, or it can be any other compilation, whichever you are comfortable with. And other than those ministries, you can simply skim. There is no need to go in detail, because Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is very important. After that, there are 8 to 10 ministries which I have already mentioned on the channel. You can simply go through and read the flagship schemes of those ministries in detail. And other ministries, the schemes for other ministries can simply be skimmed through, and that would be enough. Okay, Jiraiya, is it possible to clear the GA cutoff just by doing all the reports? So my answer is a very big no. It won't be possible. It won't be possible at all to clear GA cutoff if you are only reading reports. Okay, Shireen is asking that should we practice phase 2 mocks by ourselves? Look, do not purchase any phase 2 mocks, because phase 2 mocks are not, I will suggest, because look, coaching wala, they are trying their best, but the thing is IBPS is changing the pattern day by day. And I have tried many phase 2 mocks, but those phase 2 mocks are not up to the mark, they are not at par with the exam. So I'll suggest do not purchase. There is no need to spend money for phase 2 mocks. I'll also try to like create some two mocks. I'll try. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to or not. One mock I already conducted. One more mock I'll be conducting soon. So those mocks you can attempt, and I think those mocks will be able to give you a fair idea. And the thing is that unpredictability is so high in phase two that nobody will be able to give you an like that kind of mocks. You just need an idea of what kind of questions are there in phase 2, and for that you can simply attempt any mock, like practice mock. I should not name, but I have tried many mocks and I didn't find any phase 2 mocks at par with the exam. I found many of the mocks are like deviated. When I am only talking about strictly about phase 2, not about phase 1. So those deviated mocks are there, and there is no need to spend any money on those. Okay, so I'll be moving forward. So schemes are over, first reading. Now, because April was left, you haven't revised it for the second time. No, 20th of May, we'll be revising April Affairs Cloud, Business Standard, PIV, second revision. It will be followed by 3 days revision of schemes, first revision, and then third revision for all the current affairs you have studied December, January, February, March, April, followed by again revision of schemes, second revision, then fourth revision for December, January, February, March. And then if you are, I'm again asking you to make your own notes of business standard and PIB on daily basis for the month of May. So on 2nd of June you can revise those. On 3rd and 4th you can again revise April and May schemes and all those things. So in short, in these 50 days we have done 4 revisions of current affairs and 3 revisions of schemes. Okay, so someone was asking what about RBI's notifications or something like that, finance related. Where is that question? I think yeah, someone was asking that. Look, I have mentioned here Affairs Cloud plus Business Standard plus PIB. So Business Standard is a financial newspaper, and most of the, I'll say 90% of the notifications which are important, which are relevant to the exam, are already covered by Business Standard. So there is no need to like go for RBI notification. Oh, if you find something, if you find an article, a business standard article, which is on some very, very important topic, and you feel like I should also go and I should also go through the original document. In that case, you can simply go to RBI's website, download that notification, and make your own notes. Okay. Uh, can we skip all other ministries except the important ones I have suggested? Okay. So, yes, we can skip, but I'll simply say that skim once. You should be familiar at least with the name of the scheme or something like that. If the question comes, say, if we can't say, look, we can't predict the exam. So, if at all the question comes, say a set of three questions, so at least you are able to answer one or two of them if you have just gone through. Yeah, from my point of view, you need to cover old month's business standard, but it won't be possible today. So you can now. Here comes the thing. Here comes the part, the coaching walas part. If they have the some newspapers compilations and all, so you can go through that and you can skip business standard for the older months, because it won't be possible that you go again from 1st January you start reading the business standard. So it will be difficult, but if you have time, no, if you are preparing solely for this exam and if you are not in any job, in that case you can scroll through as well. I have shared most of the articles. How much time one should spend for daily on business standard, PIB, and affairs cloud? So it should not be more than 40 minutes. Okay, excluding affairs cloud, it should not be more than 35 to 40 minutes. Within 40 minutes, you will be able to read as well as write business standard and PIB. I am only considering important articles because there is no need to write and make notes of irrelevant articles. And affairs cloud, if you are reading it daily, I think it should not take more than 30 minutes if you are only reading it. And if you are also making notes, that I am not sure, because whenever I have studied, I followed monthly study PDF. I have studied that, so I don't know about this daily note making of affairs cloud. Yes, Samir, like you can't go back. So I think if you don't have that much of time that you read whole newspaper on your own, in that case, business standard articles and PIB links shared by me are enough. They'll suffice. Okay, moving forward, this was our current affairs. Meanwhile, simultaneously, I am assuming that you give that 40 minutes wala slot for daily current affairs and making your own notes. Now let us come to descriptive part, because we only have 50 days for phase 2. After that, everyone, whether you are comfortable, you are strong, or you are weak in quant reasoning in English, even if you are very strong, in last 20 days, I'll simply suggest that practice QRE and current affairs. There is no need to go for phase 2 in last 20 days, because if you are not able to clear phase 1, your whole phase 2 preparation will be in jeopardy. Okay, so I think this 18 days slot is there for descriptive and static economic and social issues, and next 18 days for descriptive and static finance and management, followed by 6 days slot for revising ESI and 6 days slot for revising F&M, descriptive and static. Now you have to plan. Just download the syllabus, divide the syllabus of ESI in 18 parts, and download the syllabus of F&M in 18 parts. And I'll simply say that research on those topics in these 18 days. Do not just cram something from coaching, because okay, coaching ka PDF compilation is there, but it is of no use, because if the exam, no, that those 20 markers, sorry, not 20 markers, but 15 markers, those are very difficult questions and statement kind of questions. So it is difficult to retain everything from coaching a compilation and go there and vomit everything. So in that case, my suggestion is always the same. You should research on the topic, make your own notes, plus in these 18 days, try to write at least minimum 18 answers of ESI. In next 18 days, 18 more answers of finance and management. So all in all, you should be able to write 36, you should be able to practice 36 questions, 36 descriptive questions. And in during revision there is no need to write, but at least during your first read you should be writing in total 36, 18 ESI plus 9 finance plus 9 management, these questions. You can select the topics, whatever you find, whichever topic you find important, because it is more of a process. Descriptive writing, it is more of a process, and one should be habitual of writing. In 36 days you will get the habit of writing, and in if you are habitual of writing, it will be much easier for you to like regain this habitual momentum after phase 1 and deliver in phase 2. Same goes with English. For English, I have only written one thing, that on weekly basis practice one essay, one précis, and one comprehension. It is a 50 days plan. That means at least 7 weeks are there, so 7 essay, 7, that would be it in total. This is a rough a model kind of plan, a schedule. If you can follow, you can follow this, you can make necessary changes according to your strengths and weaknesses. So that would be it from, I'll be taking questions. Yeah, it is totally feasible in given time if you are not working. Okay, so someone was asking that is there any schedule for working people also? Someone was asking this. Uh, okay, uh, look, for working people, I'll suggest that you read Affairs Cloud, you read Business Standard and PIB, like Business Standard articles and PIB links shared by me on the channel. Or maybe if you have some compilation that you can follow that. You have to practice. If you haven't practiced, you have to practice. If you have practiced earlier, oh, you can skip the practicing part for descriptive. There is no alternate to practicing descriptive as well as English. And if you are working, you can trim the schedule according to you, because in this schedule till 5th of June we are doing 4 revisions. That means 4 revisions plus one first read, in total 5 readings of current affairs. So you can reduce it to 3. Okay, one first reading plus 2 revisions. So this you can make necessary changes if you are a working aspirant, but most of these things you have to cover so anyhow. Yes, Mint subscription if you have, it will be yeah, it will do. There is no need to of taking like business standard subscription also. Mint will suffice also, because it's also a financial newspaper. Okay, Samir, you are asking if you should leave your job, okay, and start preparing for exams only. Look, I won't suggest this at all. Looking at the unpredictability level of this exam, I won't suggest you to leave your job. I can suggest that you take a medical rest. Not now, but some 20 days or 30 days before the prelims, you can take a this medical rest or something, or leave without pay, something like that thing, and you can prepare for the exam. Look, most important chapters for ESI and FM. There is no such thing called most important. RBI, like IBPS, uh, they are covering most of the things. But still, uh, I'll try to post something which I find more important. I'll again say that if you have time, do not rely on that list, because IBPS has raised their bar and they can ask anything from anywhere. But still, I'll try to post something which I find important, or you can simply write down uh, poverty alleviation, sustainable development, and environmental issues. Then monetary and fiscal policy since reforms of 1991, Union Budget and Economic Survey and their summaries, role of Indian banks and Reserve Bank of India in development process, globalization and deglobalization. These are very, very important topics. IMF, World Bank, WTO. You should be knowing about these. There is no need to go in like too much detail. You may get a question. Write short notes on four of the following: IMF, World Bank, WTO, etc., etc. Then comes urbanization and migration, demographic dividend, positive discrimination, human development. So I have, I think, 10 or 11 topics I have told, and that's it. I think from ESI's point of view, for ESI, these 11 topics are very, very important. Then comes finance. Now let us talk about finance. Functions of Reserve Bank of India, monetary policy, short notes on financial institutions like SIDBI, Exim, NABARD, changing landscape of banking sector, and this global financial crisis and its impact. It is very, very important. Then comes financial instruments, risk management. And risk management also includes Basel, so it's very important again. Derivatives, especially futures, forwards, financial inclusion, role of e-governance in addressing corruption. Union budget is already covered in ESI, so same thing. And this is again very important. I am telling you, striking a balance between inflation and growth through monetary and fiscal policies. This is a very, very important topic. So I think these 11 topics for finance, and then management. In management, you don't need to go in minute detail, okay? So, evolution of management thought, some characteristics of scientific management thought, administrative, human relation, just four or five characteristics that would suffice. Then we have managerial roles, personality, and this big five model of personality, perception and its role in organizational behavior, motivation theories. Less chances are there of getting a fully fledged 15 marker for one motivational theories. You may get write short notes like a thing of questions, that type of questions. Same case with leadership theories. Johari window is very important. Management of conflict, theories of planned change. These are 9 topics, and other than these 9 topics, very, very important 3 topics, and you should be knowing these topics in a holistic way. I am not asking you to go in minute details. These are corporate governance, ethics, and communication. You will get at least one question, and from my point of view, you will get two questions out of these three topics: corporate governance, ethics, and communication. High chances of getting getting two questions from these three topics. So you should be you should have a good command on these topics. Okay, so it's not too fast. You can later on you can again revisit the video. To note down this thing. So I have shared the list of important topics also. So okay, can you please upload model answers? Okay, look, I'll be sharing compilation with you. I'll be sharing answer compilation with you, but it will be shared some 7 or 8 days before the phase 2 exam. Because there is a private group and people have been working on this descriptive part from last 6 months. Uh, they have researched a lot and written those answers. They have written those answers, and I can't share their work without their permission. So I've asked them, and I'll be able to share that PDF only 7 days or maybe 10 days in advance, 10 days before that phase 2 exam. Before that, I won't be able to share any model answers. I have shared one or two model answers already, just to give you a feel how to write an answer. I can't share much anything more than that. If you have doubt, if you have problems in writing descriptive answers, you can simply post your question on We Learn here. I'll be addressing your query, but I won't be able to provide a fully fledged ready-made material to you. Sorry for that. So Aryan Sharma, I think 2 to 3. Arey, I am not asking you to segregate. I am already sharing important articles of Business Standard. Today there was only one article which I found important and one PIB link. So that's what I have shared. That's what I have shared already. So if you are, even if you are just going through those articles only and making your own notes, na, that would suffice. Okay, Aditya, important essay topics I'll be sharing in due course. Plus, I think last year I have shared a lot of topics, uh, so you can go through those also. You have to scroll. I didn't get your question, Ashish. I'll again request you to retype it. Okay, for working experience, it's a better to go for a course. Okay, because a mix in case because many in like most of the working experience, no, they don't get much of the time. So if you get time, you can study, but there can be days when you don't get any time at all, and in those days, a course will be much more helpful for working experience. Okay, Jyoti, I can't add anyone to that group because we are done with descriptive practice twice in that group, and there's one other group there we have completed the syllabus once. Uh, so it's already done. We are not doing it again, so won't be possible to add you to that group. Practicing previous questions would suffice. Actually, the questions I shared in the first place from August onwards, August to December, the questions I have shared, those questions cover each and every topic of RBI syllabus. After that, we had one revision, and I have to like I have to ask a question covering 4 5 topics. So those questions also leave some of the topics. But the question shared from August end till December, those questions cover total syllabus of RBI. Okay, in terms of words. Okay, again repeating this thing, Pranav. If 600 word limit is there, try to write 480 to 500 words minimum, and do not cross 600 at all. If 400 word limit is there, try to write 320 to 340 words minimum. Do not cross 400 word limit. And if you have time, you should try to practice no typing, so that you are able to complete this 2000 words. If you should be able to write 2000 words in some 80 minutes, and remaining 10 minutes you can go through no revise, no, I won't say revise, but you can go through and correct your mistakes if any. Dheeraj, it's a schedule which has been shared on We Learn Here already. So you can download it from We Learn Here, and you can uh, see this schedule there. Average typing speed, again I am telling. And how to increase the speed? To increase the speed, there is only one way: practice typing for at least 1 or 2 hours daily. And it will benefit you in both ways, no? You will be able to just read one topic of ESI or FM and type on that only. Oh, Santosh, 720 pages doc of general finance of coaching walas. No, 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 I won't suggest doing that at all. It's too much. It's better to Google things and make some of your own notes instead of reading those 720 pages, and you won't be able to retain anything until you have 5 revisions. Yes, Viresh, you can do this. If you are feeling difficulty in quant and reasoning, you can target some of the areas, but be sure that those questions, those topics are asked again and again. For that, you need to go through analysis of previous year questions. Ashish, look, descriptive is more about static and less about current affairs. So, if you add 2 lines of data in a 600 words question, 2 lines having current affairs data, that is enough. There is no need to mug up a lots of facts and then write there. Okay, Urban, I'll try to compile the questions and I'll post a PDF, because this has been demanded from many days. I'll be doing this. If question demands some current examples, I think you will be able to write, as you have been reading current affairs from December onward. So you will be able to give some data, and that would be enough. Okay, there's no way to be. There's no way now, no, to get into private group, because it's the work. No, the objective for which it was made, it has been done. It has been achieved. We have done 2 3 revisions. We have like come up with a compilation. So there is no point of getting added now to the private group. Yes, Affairs Cloud PDF, PIB Current Affairs and Schemes and Business Standard. If you haven't read Business Standard earlier, just start reading it from tomorrow. These four things will suffice for ESI as well as finance, current affairs. अरे खाना खाना चलता रहेगा, तुम लोगों के आंसर भी देना जरूरी है. Okay, Aditya, reports are already covered in Affairs Cloud. Uh, there is again, I have already answered this query, Mahima. Priya, look, if you want to get into RBI, then you should prepare for RBI. And if you want to get into NABARD, you should prepare for NABARD. Sailing in two boats isn't that helpful, especially because you are attempting RBI for first time. I'll suggest that go for it, prepare solely for it, because it's your first time and you will come to know lots of things. If you are like deviating towards NABARD also, so you won't be. It will be very difficult to keep up with both the things. Previous year papers of phase one of coachings, only 2 marks in competitive type. Okay, so for phase one, I don't know when will Practice Mock release their mock test series, but Practice Mock, Olive Board, and Smart Kida. These are the only mocks you should rely on when we talk about phase one. I won't suggest anything else. Shalini, I don't know. I don't think there is any other substitute of Affairs Cloud. It may seem bulky, but as I have already told, after first read, it will be reduced to half the number of pages. Yes, Nikhil. Budget and economic survey. I'm really sorry. I forgot to add these two. So, budget, you should read original budget speech plus some summary is there in PIB, and for economic survey, PIB summary, and that PIB summary will suffice. If you want to like read more, you should go for Vision IS summary, and there is no need to read anything more than that. These things, that would be it for budget and economic survey. Original budget speech, and then PIB summary and highlights of economic survey, budget, and Vision IS if needed. Okay, Mayur. Look, anxiety, uh, like you have to deal with it. There is nothing, I won't say there is a permanent, like fully solution for this. So, actually, you have to come up with your own solution, no, for anxiety. What kind of anxiety? Like many a times, for me, I used to take a break when I was too anxious. No, I studied for some 1 month, and now a notification was about to come. Or 1, 2, 3 months I have studied before the notification, and notification was about to come. It wasn't coming. I was feeling anxious, and I was also doubtful that whether whatever I have studied will it pay off or not. So, what I was like, I used to do that. I took a break, 2 3 days break I'll take, and I'll do whatever I like. I watch movies. I'll go and play cricket, listen to music. I won't study in those 2 3 days. It's a total break for me, and it helped me rebound, and it helped me to deal with my anxiety in those 2 3 days, and then I'll start afresh. So something like that you can do, and if not, if it's not helping, I'll suggest that you take 10 to 15 minutes in the morning and 10 to 15 minutes in the evening and meditate. Meditation is very important if you are not able to deal with the anxiety. I'll be conducting phase 2 mocks, I think. Is it better to use the questions from August to December to cover the syllabus? Yes, 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 yes. Time, you have enough time. Look, 50 days, 70 days are more than enough. And if you are covering August to December descriptive questions, like those questions cover whole syllabus. I'll try to compile and share the compilation of those questions with you. So from that compilation you can research on those topics. I don't know anything about thunderstorm CA PDFs, so can't comment. Nandini, if you are solely preparing and like you are not into any job, so I'll suggest give your best, as many hours as possible. Please dedicate. But if you are giving some 6 hours, 7 hours from today onwards, that would be enough, I think. Aditya, again I am telling you. Aditya, again I am repeating this thing, that I have shared the questions already, and you can go through those questions. You have to scroll through the group. You will get all the questions, manage, motivation, leadership, everything you will get there. Aman, look, I have already told that you should trim and alter this schedule only. We are doing like we are like I have I think scheduled 5 revisions. So you can cut short these to 3 revisions according to your time schedule, whatever time you are able to give. Digital notes of affairs cloud monthly PDFs. No, 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 no. If you are reading from monthly PDF, there is no need to make digital notes. So you can simply underline and you can go through that monthly PDF only. If you are going with this daily affairs cloud, no. In that case, you can make your own notes. How to make notes from the articles? That Okay, that also I'll tell. I'll share one or two articles tomorrow, and I'll be highlighting the important part. So try to learn from those articles, 3 4 articles, that what to write in your notes and how to prepare notes from that. Okay, so email ID is already there. We learn here 01@gmail.com. You can simply mail me your query. I'll respond. If you don't want to mail, you can post it on We Learn here. We discuss here. So I'll be replying. Yeah, I like it may take some time to reply, but I'll reply for sure. Look, Sanjeev, it's up to you that whether you should go totally for RBI or prepare for other exams. Nobody can else can help you. Yes, you do one thing. How much have you prepared? If you can tell me all these things, we can discuss this on mail, or maybe on we discuss here. If you tell me that how much you are prepared, and like to what level you are comfortable with the QRE, with current affairs, in that case I can suggest something, that whether you should prepare for RBI or not, or other exams. Okay, Aditya, if it is a report uh, shared by any multilateral organization, IMF, World Bank, ADB, OECD, especially economic organizations, economy related organizations, or Niti Aayog, or some other think tank, Indian think tank, RBI's report is there, some ministry's report is there, or maybe what index? There was that index, na energy index or something like that. So these things, such things should be covered. And if like I'll some that Henley index is there for passport, there is no need to cover that. Then WHO is there giving plenty of reports. Then IEA, International Energy Agency, they are also giving, they are throwing reports on you. So no need to go through, you can skip all those reports. Again, it's up to you. You can cover affairs cloud on daily basis, Nandini, or monthly basis. It's up to you. If you are doing it on daily basis, please make your own notes. It would be better. If you are doing it on monthly basis, you can simply underline on that booklet, and or highlight on digital booklet, and you can read through that. Look, Viresh, uh, this exam is not at all about veterans. I have been seeing from 2018 till now, 6 years, well, 5 years, or maybe sixth year it is. Okay, I have been seeing people from 6 years, and it is not about veterans. It's uh, like the exam is too unpredictable. Every exam is about hard work. It is also about hard work, smart work, but there is also a factor of luck in this exam. So don't think that you won't be able to clear in first go, and because there are many veterans there. Luck also matters, and luck only favors the brave. So prepare hard. Yes, Sanjeev, we can connect over mail. We learn here 01@gmail.com. Aman, I am having my dinner. It was a hectic day, and I didn't get time to take my lunch today. So was feeling hungry, could not wait till the session end. So I am eating also. Yes, Shubjit, we can cover. You can surely cover the backlog of PIB and BS shared on the channel, and it will suffice. Made in mind. I think your question is up there somewhere. Can you please rewrite, retype it? And Agni Q2. For 2024, there are no tips. If you really want to target 2024, start with NCRT economics followed by Mrunal videos of economy. If you are not from economy background, then I'm telling. Uh, Followed by some standard books, Ramesh Singh, Indian economy. Then you can go for LM Bhole for finance, LM Prasad for management. You have plenty of time. So prepare in a way that you surely clear the exam in 2024. Everything business standard, PIB, and affairs cloud from December. Agnik, please repost. Made in mind, please repost your question. Look, Ritika, it is not mandatory to have prior work experience. I know many freshers who have cleared it, and that too in their first attempt only. But it's better, no? If you are preparing for RBI, then you should get some certifications from IIBF, Coursera, some certification, something that you can show them that no, you really want to do it, you really want to clear this exam, and you have done your part. Mansi, do one thing. I have shared a big yarn on how to write an answer, descriptive answer. So please go through that yarn and post your further doubts on either the mail or the channel. I'll answer. Look, Divya, how many times have you revised this syllabus? At least five or six revisions, and after six revisions, you start to feel confident. Okay. No, 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 no. Made in mind, we have 90 minutes for whole English descriptive paper. There is no stipulated time for each question. Nandini, in some Telegram channels, people may be sharing this business standard and all for free, but it's up to you whether you want to take monthly subscription or not. I don't know about any such channels, and I don't promote that also. Okay, Aditi, will see what can be done for this. There are many certificates. Once you go to that IIBF website, you'll come to know credit management pay hai. Then there is some digital this thing MSME. There are courses on MSME. Like there are n number of courses. Okay, and take the most basic course. If you are not from banking background, if you are not if you don't have work experience, you have fresher, take the basic courses so that you are able to justify those courses also in the interview. How to read RBI circulars? The first two pages or maximum three pages are the most important part, so you can simply go through that. That would be enough. No need to read all the pages. No, Shivam, I haven't checked Thunderstorm by Guidely, and someone was also asking that, so I couldn't reply. Yes, Janit, covering the PIB links and business standard articles shared by me shall be enough, followed by Affairs Cloud, complemented with Affairs Cloud. Look, Aditya, they like I am not saying that RBI will be conducting exam on 2nd of July. I am asking you to take 2nd of July as a deadline so that you are prepared to face exam on 2nd of July. If it will be delayed, you will have more time to revise. If it's not, you are already prepared to give the exam. I don't know whether the RBI will clash the exam with EPF or whatever, but all this, I'm no, totally out of all this. I really don't know. Look, Mantosh, if you like, for which year are you asking? This year or next year? Emmanuel Matthew, I haven't gone through Thunderstorm, so can't comment. Shivam, Have you gone through thunderstorm? Okay, Mantosh, if you are preparing for next year and if you have already covered this in CRT, then I think you should go for Mrunal videos now. Okay, Mrunal Patel's videos on economy, the latest one. Uh, Go through those videos. Uh, it will really help you in understanding what's happening around the basics. And after that, you should like you can jump. After that, you'll once you are done with Mronal videos, start reading newspaper because you will come to know what all is happening and you will understand also because you have already gone through this Mronal's videos. You are working in RRB, Madhukar. So have you appeared for JAB or DBF? Look, you have already banking experience now, so no need to go for any course. Just justify your banking experience in interview, and that would be enough. Yes, Sanjeev, you will get rough sheets. Look. Olive Board and Practice Smoke. They will launch RBI specific mock test series, and once they launch this series, buy that because it will not be of 4,000, it will be around 500 or maximum 1,000 rupees. Okay, Janith, for phase one, take 6 months. So, if exam is on 2nd of July, you should read from February, and for phase 2 from December. So, that is the timeline. Yes, IBF DBF course will be very helpful for interview. Okay, so I'm taking because okay, as Shivam is telling this, that Thunderstorm is a very good PDF, and it also because I'll read his comment itself because he is following it, and it is really good considering the latest exam pattern because IBPS has been going through more has been going more towards the newspaper articles, and Thunderstorm is relevant. It has newspaper cuttings alongside the MCQs so that the whole article is accessible. So, in that case, Thunderstorm is a very good source for current affairs. You can supplement it. Mantosh, you have to search this on YouTube. You will get Mrunal sir's videos on YouTube for free. Aditya, till practice mock launches RBI ka mock series, till then you can go with this only, na. So I think now it's time. Okay, Madhukar, I was already telling this now. If you are working, you have to justify. Then there is no need of any certification. If you are working in finance sector, there is nothing better than that. But you have to justify because if you will go through the interview transcripts, people working in SBI from last 3 years, they were not able to answer something which they were working on. So if they were not able to answer, then they didn't get good marks. And most of the bankers who are able to justify, relate, they get very good marks. If you are not from finance or banking background at all, then you should think of some Coursera or IABF certification. Uh, Else, there is no need. Simply justify whatever you have been doing. That's it. Okay, Madhukar, uh, have you this cleared jab DBF? Dheeraj, these transcripts are available anywhere, and also some of the transcripts I have also shared on the channel. But you have to scroll through, and you have to reach the date when those interviews were conducted. Yeah, Harsh. Now I'll be replying. This is a good question actually, and someone should have asked it earlier, but nobody. Look, how to improve mock scores? Mocks are meant to give you an opportunity to know your strong areas and your weak areas. Okay, so it takes some two, three, or maybe four mocks to know that you are good in these topics and you are not good in these topics. So what you have to do, you have to make the good topics much more stronger. Plus, you have to also work on your weak areas. When you the next mock, whenever you are attempting, you should attempt your strong area wala question first, followed by the other questions. Plus, it also gives you some of the learnings, mocks. Uh, the thing is, many a times last year itself, I'm saying people were not able to even scroll through 10 or 12 questions of quants because they didn't know that this question is solvable or not. So if you have attempted some 10 to 15 mocks, you know that this question I can solve and this question I can't solve. And even if you choose a wrong question, you give some 1 or 2 minutes in that, you will leave that question after 1 minute or 1.5 minute, Harsh, if you have practiced, and you will move to the other question. But if you haven't practiced much on this mock, you haven't attempted many mocks, so you will be putting some 5 to 10 minutes on one question, and then you will be realizing that, oh, I have lost so much of time. Okay, then comes Madhukar. Okay, in that case, Madhukar, I'll ask you that visit IIBF ka website. You will get self-learning courses, sorry, self-paced learning courses. You can join any of the course, one or two courses, which are relevant to your field, to relevant to your operations on whichever department you're working in RRB. So it will help you in interview stage. Hollywood, Practice Mock, and Smart Kida. That's it, Harsh. Yeah, it is for everyone. If you are targeting this year's exam, this is the schedule. Okay, so I think that would be it. Thank you so much for attending the session. I'll be closing the feed now. Thank you. Good night.